The year 2009. It gave us one of the greatest LEGO themes of all time. It's Power Miners. What makes this theme so great? Well, I want to discuss that in today's video. To do so, I'll be taking a look at probably the most iconic Power Miners set, the Thunder Driller. I'll even show you how you can use some of the pieces that come in this set to build your own incredible custom creations. But we got an action-packed episode today, so let's dive into the wonderful world of Power Miners. There's no other theme like Power Miners, except maybe Rock Raiders. Let's actually compare these two themes, and I'll show you that there's one key difference that makes Power Miners so good. Rock Raiders, a theme about space explorers mining for energy crystals and fighting rock monsters. Whereas the Power Miners are an elite team that are sent underground to investigate mysterious tremors, which turn out to be these rock monsters. Sure, there's some similarities, but really they just kind of share the same idea of mining. When we look at them visually, they're totally different. Rock Raiders has an almost steampunk vibe to it, with a wonderful ragtag cast of characters that all look different from one another. But Power Miners gave us a more unified mining team. They all wear similar attire, and their vehicles, they've got this nice air of realism to them. This sort of stuff could have easily been slotted into official LEGO City sets and feel right at home. And that's what sets this apart from everything else, a perfect balance of realism and fantasy all rolled into one. There's no other LEGO theme that has been able to capture that kind of magic. And I also don't think any theme could have pulled off a lime and orange color scheme like Power Miners does. I mean, these two bold, in-your-face colors, they should not work. They're too intense, they're too wild. But they work really, really well here, don't they? I mean, to this day, this color scheme is so iconic, and it's made iconic by this legendary theme. Now, something else that this theme does well is that it's charming. And what makes it so charming are the beautiful rock monsters. The rock monsters from Rock Raiders, the previous theme, sadly we only got one option. But Power Miners gave us so much more color and variety. You had a whole cast of rock monsters, each one of them had a name, and you even had variants of lava monsters as well. And you had the big guys. There was a lot going on. And to top it all off, you also had multicolored energy crystals. Crystals that could be paired with each rock monster. There was just a brilliant amount of collectability here. You better believe that as a kid, everyone wanted to collect every single rock monster. And to do so, yeah, you had to buy every single set. And actually, while we're talking about collectability, every one of those sets, they each had a number starting from 1 and working their way up. It felt exciting to have whatever vehicle followed the set that you had in the number sequence. They layered in so much to make you want to collect them all. And it worked. These were the best. Something else that was very core to this theme was humor. The TV commercials, they often centered around these goofy rock monsters, and they were hilarious. I was obsessed with these guys as a kid. The commercials layered in humor, and they contrasted it with some incredibly badass vehicles. It was a joy to see. You came there for the cool looking designs, you stayed for the hilarious rock monsters. And all the shenanigans that took place, well, yeah, you wanted to recreate that with your own toys. I mean, the fact that you can simply open up one of the rock monster's mouths and place an energy crystal inside so that he can eat it, that's the best. But you can also fit a stick of dynamite in there too. This one concept alone gives you so many hours of fun. And the larger rock monsters, they had the ability to throw stones, or you could load up some of the rock monsters in there and launch them. Man, the design work that they put into these guys was sensational. LEGO knew what they were doing here. So much collectability, a charming, simple, but engaging story, one that's filled with humor, cool looking vehicles, and some radically fun and exciting new designs. And of course those bold colors as well. All of this together is the perfect recipe for a perfect theme. So look, I think the theme is great. But now it's time to focus in on the most iconic Power Miners set, the Thunder Driller. Because this set is an absolute banger. We gotta start off with talking about the amazing play feature that this has. Simply by pushing this forward and back, the front drill will rotate. This is so simple, but it's so rewarding. It is impossible to pick this toy up and not immediately want to play with it, just to get that drill going. Now, and that's the good thing too. Every Power Miners set has some kind of incredible play feature like this. It was a staple of this amazing theme. Whatever you bought, you were getting quality. And actually, just the look of the drill, even when it's not spinning, it's wonderful. Back in 2009, the pieces that we used to make this, they were brand new, they debuted in this theme. And I like too that simply by recoloring these pieces in black, you can also use them for wheels. This didn't feel like a one-off specialty item that we'd never see again. These were scattered across all sorts of sets, Power Miners and non-Power Miners sets. You know, I don't know what it is about big wheels on a big vehicle, but it just excites my inner child so much. And while we're at the back of the vehicle here, we've got this little control station. It's got this ladder roll cage that helps keep everyone safe. However, the safety immediately stops because there's this big old flame blaring out of the back. In fact, it is literally at crotch level for a minifigure. There is no safety going on here whatsoever. But hey, accidentally burning your junk while you're supposed to be mining underground? I guess that's just the iconic Power Miners humor. It fits right in. I do love the map sticker here at the back and some of these other greebles and mechanical details. Even just a little crate here to store your dynamite. It's that small eye for detail like this that just brings this to life. And I think the same can be said for all of these stickers. The weathering detail, the caution symbols, the text. It helps inject that nice little sense of realism into this fantasy world. And I think those gritty textures that are on these stickers are also incredibly iconic to these sets. You take it off and it's not going to look as good. There is one more area you can open up, but sadly there's actually not much going on in here except for some gears. It's just a lot of empty space. But hey, at least you got room to place your minifigures inside. I appreciate that. Otherwise, the overall design is so solid and sturdy. The play features, they add an exciting amount of life. Dude, the Thunder Driller rocks. Oh, but we still haven't got to the best part. The pieces that come in this set. Let's highlight some of the standout bricks, and I'll give you some ideas for how you could use them in your own custom creations. Well hey, I mentioned those stickers before, but let's talk about one of the pieces that the sticker is attached to. It's this lime wedge piece. Alex Mox uses it to revamp Gully Mutter, and he's got two of them in medium blue on the upper legs. Now he's actually kept some of the stickers that originally appeared on this blue piece. So, you know, that gives me some ideas. Maybe you could keep these stickers on, use them for a thigh design, and the stickers will give you just that little bit of enhancement to your creation. That could look really good. We've also got these big old wheels. A builder that goes by the name Socket and Ball Torture, they've packed a couple of them into this creation. We've got some for feet, which looks great, and then we've got two more in the center of the torso. I quite like the bulkiness that this adds. And also the really intense texture on this piece. It matches the intense vibe that this character has. It's a perfect match. Alternatively, you could take some notes from Inferno Mox. They've put two of them together, added the little flame up top, and well yeah, this is the perfect accessory for a little pyromaniac, an explosive obsessed character. It's a great touch. We also get that great light bluish grey drill. I mean, you may as well keep using it as a drill. Frenezj does that, and well, yeah. Drills are great weapons for any construction characters. They always look wonderful. Or you could do what Taraga Maxwell has done, and you can use them to bridge the staff on this character. Yeah, it starts out small on the hilt, but the drill helps it bend upwards into this quite large blade of fire. It's brilliant. Oh, now I'm a massive fan of this next piece. Some Lime Technic mudguards. A builder called Quantomox. They've got two of them around the neck of this work-in-progress character. Yeah, it looks like some type of popped collar or, I don't know, just some very exotic armor. It's a good look. But if you don't want to do that, you could maybe angle them down a little bit and turn them into shoulder armor. Powjump has done that, and hey, in fact, this is a Power Miners themed Toa. See, that's how iconic this color scheme is. You see that orange and lime and you immediately know it's an homage to the amazing theme Power Miners. And finally, what about that Dynamite piece? How could you use that? Well, Anthony Wilson, he's got some here. In fact, let's take a look at the eyes. You take the little bit of the tip on that Dynamite piece and you turn it into little pupils. Isn't that interesting? It's always cool to see a piece being used outside of its intended purpose. And for it to look so good too, this is great. And then we've got Cecil Fritzwold, and they have heaps of them. They've used it to form the body and the head of a dragon. That's honestly so beautiful, isn't it? Who'd have thought you could use these pieces like that? And dude, that's the amazing theme, Power Miners. You know, it still holds up all these years later. I hope we see another original mining theme coming from LEGO. Because Rock Raiders was the best, Power Miners is peak. I'd love to see a third installment. I reckon it would be just as good. Now, if you liked some of the creations I showed you today, be sure to take a look at the links in the description below. You can find the builder's social media right there. Thanks for watching though, guys. Happy building, and bye for now. Oh man, I gotta do a Rock Raiders video soon because I love that theme so much.